And we better quit it before we get in trouble again.
Yeah, no shit.
Facebook has absolutely no sense of humor, so we thought we'd play for just a few seconds to see if they mute us again or not. What do you think?
I don't know.
I'd say they could kiss our ass, but we might get in trouble for that too and get kicked off.
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is just test the waters on it. That's all you can.
Dabble your toe in there, dabble whatever you want to, but put something in there. Of course, we're back. We missed you guys last week. We had a little bit of things going on in life, and it happens, and called having to actually be responsible adults, and I don't know, work.
What the hell is this?
That is a ghost meter.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Ghost meter, my ass.
That's what it's called.
They seen you guys coming from a mile away.
That's what it's called, the ghost meter.
Wow. Well, that's...
But it doesn't really actually tell you if it's a ghost or not. It just tells you got high EMF fields.
So energy in
Right.
the air.
Right. But a lot of people associate high EMF fields with being paranormal.
Jesus Christ. They seen you guys coming a mile away.
I didn't buy it.
I would hope not.
It was given to us.
Thank God.
How's everybody doing? Hey, Danielle, how are you? So if you guys have forgotten, and if you haven't ever been here before, this is Ask Us. This is Levi, and he's a young feller. He's in his early 20s. He's legal, but he's young. But anyway, and he's from Generation Wi-Fi. Of course, I'm an old fart in Generation X, and we kind of want to take over from like Dear Abby and Anlanders and all those fun and columnist people. It's always been done by ladies, so we thought we'd step in here. We try to do it as guys, and actually got Jennifer Generations. We skipped the generation. We got no millennials in here.
Thank God.
What do you mean, thank God? You don't like the millennials?
Not their way of thinking.
What's wrong with their way of thinking?
They don't.
So what are you trying to say?
They're kind of idiots.
Kind of idiots. That's kind of... Now, are you
non-intellectual, I should say.
Is that... Are you speaking for the whole one or the whole generation or just the ones that you have met?
Just the ones I've met.
Okay. Because I hate it when people try to jump everybody into one whole thing. Most people think people your age are a bunch of lazy bums and all that stuff, and you work your ass off. You work quite a bit of hours. You work several days a week.
Oh, yeah.
Doing hard manual labor. So it's not, I don't like it when people categorize everybody.
Oh, no. Just the ones I've ran into are not common sense people.
Well.
And that goes a long way nowadays.
Yep, absolutely, Danielle. All generations have issues.
Yeah. You're correct about that.
Trust me, my generation, Generation X, our main issue is we have an attitude from hell. We just don't give a shit. We don't. I've seen a bunch of Gen Xers on TikTok, and there's all the younger guys and younger kids, and well, we call them kids because they're young adults and stuff. Like, you guys are too old for this. We're like, piss off. We don't give a shit.
Yeah, there's no age limit on TikTok.
Yep. Rest in peace, Richard Rose. That was very sad news for everybody that knew him. It was tragic that he passed so young, 37 years old. A lot of people, the corona is real. It's something to not play around with. So, but he will be sorely missed within the community. And my heart goes out to his family, and all of our best wishes and prayers go to them. And hope that they get through this. And yeah, I just don't know what else to say. Our thoughts with his family. So, Renee, we're doing great. We're here to answer your questions. If you guys got a question about anything, especially relationships. I mean, I've been married for 32 years, so, I might know a thing or two. Guys, if you got a question about relationships, don't ask me.
I was only married for a short period of time.
You was only married. You was never married.
Right, but they don't know that.
I would rather say that I was never married than say that I was married for a short period of time.
Well, I never said to what.
What do you mean to what?
To cold beer.
Oh, my God.
Then it got me fat. I quit. Divorced it.
You're a lying little sack of dog smother.
Yeah, never been married. Don't plan on it for a while.
Married to cold beer. This is like a guy up in my work one time trying to convince everybody he was married to his motorcycle. I'm like, dude, you got to get a life.
Yeah.
No, man, my bike's as much to me as my old lady. I'm like, dude, you really need to get a life.
Yeah, or a new old lady.
Yeah. Because trust me, man, if that tailpipe turns so much as hers, then you got issues.
Yeah, no shit.
But he's one of those guys, I got some tattoos and read some magazines, bought a bike. Now I'm a biker and I'm a badass.
Yep. Hey, that's what most of them think it is nowadays.
Well, that's not with just with that. That's a lot of things, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if anybody's got any questions, please ask us. I dare you. We might give you a good answer. We might give you a bad answer. And it just might be the best on the bullshit we can think of. But we're going to answer we're going to do our best to answer every single question we ever asked. Okay, question. Why are people such assholes lately? Well, to be honest with you, Levi, go first. From your perspective as a young feller.
From the zodiac signs, it's because the full moon. Because the full moon. That's what I'm going with.
Oh, my God. It's the full moon and the zodiac signs why people are such assholes lately.
Yep.
Actually, it started out in the 80s, in my opinion.
Started out in the 80s.
No, seriously, it did. In my opinion, it started out in the 80s because in the 80s is when we first started getting that whole obey your thirst and it's all about you and your image and do this and that. And it started becoming the me society then. That's when it all started, actually, was back in the 80s. And it was propagated on all kinds of TVs, on almost all commercials. It's always about you, your image, you're this, Michael Jordan was really being a hell of a star and stuff. And Sprite's big commercial was obey your thirst. It's all about,
Sprite.
do you? Yeah, I'm serious. It was all about that. It was all about promoting who you were and being your own individual and things. But it didn't go to the point of just saying to be free about it and to be curious about it. It was all about you. Everything about life was about you. What's up, Jamie?
I was not thought of in the 80s, so I have no say in that.
But I was more than thought of. I was grown up, graduating, and getting ready to get married and everything else. I got married in '88, so yeah, no, I'm an old fucker.
Yeah,
but I do. I think it really grew up in the '80s and stuff. It started out there, and it perpetually got worse. And then we get to where a lot of the people in the '80s where you start growing up and having kids and things. So then they started having a little bit more of a problem and stuff. And they started saying, I don't want my kid to be left out. And I remember when I didn't get picked for dodgeball and blah 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 blah. So they started doing this whole participation trophy thing to where nobody was allowed to be told no. Nobody was allowed to be told that they couldn't do something. Nobody was told that they couldn't be picked or that they didn't make the grade or da-da-da. And it perpetuated out from there. And now people are just so self-centered and self-righteous and self-hypocritical that they forget that the whole time they're judging somebody else's sins, they're ignoring their own.
Jay, have you ever seen a Bigfoot or UFO? That's a good question.
No, I've never seen a UFO, but I filmed a little project about a UFO and namely one time with David Glidden and Richard Rose. If you guys remember about that out of Ashmore States, but yeah, that's a whole other story. But and a Bigfoot, no, I have not. But I know of one named Bodine.
Bigfoot isn't real. That is a myth, like the Mothman.
Oh, how can you say that?
I've never seen one.
So that means it's not real.
How many people have you seen take a picture of it and actually prove that Bigfoot?
I'm not denying that fact, but that because you've never seen it doesn't make it not real. Have you ever actually seen a virus?
A virus? Yes.
You've seen a virus, an actual virus.
Yeah, the chicken pox. I was ate up with them.
No. You saw the effects of it. Did you actually see the virus that caused that?
Well, no, because it travels through the air.
Oh, but then it doesn't exist because you never saw it.
You're right.
So you never really had chicken pox then?
No, it was probably just makeup my mom was messing with me on.
Oh, wow.
She said, you remember the 80s. I'm sorry.
If you could do any job, what would you do?
Well, I've never thought of that.
Now, well, if I could do any job, I would definitely get more involved with what we're doing here with LEP Productions. I never in my life dreamed I would be involved with something with producing podcasts and filming and things like that, and I absolutely love it.
If I was hot enough, I'd be a stripper. For sure. They make bank. I don't know about the male strippers.
If you were hot enough,
story.
If you were hot enough, I'd pimp you out to be a stripper.
Hey, dude, money's money.
No, I really did. I've absolutely fallen in love with this whole production thing, and it's not just film. I don't want to be on this side of the camera that much. I love being on the other side of it. I love doing the production thing and come up with the ideas and filming it and things. Learn how to edit and all that stuff. So I would definitely be highly more involved with that. And I encourage anybody that's even remotely interested in it, do it. Whatever you're interested in, do it. Jump off of it.
I love strippers.
Levi, you crack me up.
They love me too.
What's the most unusual thing you have ever seen or done? Breaking my penis.
Oh man, I remember that morning. Not me.
That's the most unusual thing that's ever happened to me.
Oh, God. I remember we woke up. You guys are gone. We call you, where you at? Well, Jay had a little mishap last night. Oh, dude, what? He didn't leave the house.
I zigged when I should have zagged.
Oh, man.
Levi, what is the most unusual thing you have ever seen or done? Oh, well, this week it was kind of unusual.
Oh, my God. I don't want to talk about it.
I'd say one of the most unusual things I ever seen with Levi was him in the bed of his own truck going down the road about 80 miles an hour, hollering and screaming, "He's still in my truck! Somebody's still in my truck!"
Yeah, he didn't get too far. He's only stole for about 2.5 minutes.
Yes, we're not kidding. Somebody jumped in his truck, tried to steal it. Levi and another one of their friends, Kevin, jumped in Kevin's car. They caught up to him. Levi jumped out of the car and jumped into the bed of the truck. Of course, the guy took off. Then you proceed to crawl through the back window of the truck, the sliding glass window that was already broke out where somebody else broke it out a few weeks ago trying to steal stuff out of his truck.
Oh, yeah.
So, and proceeds to fight with the guy as they're doing high rates of speed down the road trying to get his truck back.
I got it back. Yep.
The young fella took an ass whipping, and Levi got his truck back.
Yep.
Teresa still called the police, and when the police were coming, I left.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Actually, I went to see wherever the guy got out of the truck, and Levi left him on the side of the road. Which, by the way, you were quite nice because you left him the pennies out of your change. You made sure he gave y'all back all your quarters, nickels, and dimes, but you let him keep the pennies, and you left him 2 hot colas after kicking his ass.
Oh, yeah, just for courtesy.
He tried to steal your truck.
Yep, and I left.
You jump in the truck, crawl through the window, beat the shit out of him, finally get the truck stopped, get your truck back, and after you get out through the beating the shit out of him, you leave him with some change and something to drink.
Yeah, I figured.
Hot Coke.
Yeah, that's the worst drink possible. It's warm, piss warm Coke. It's the worst.
I'm not making this up. This is how life works around here. You got to live around here. You got to. If you was to hang around with us for too long, this shit would happen to you too. It's just the way it goes. And I was telling Teresa, you had the luck that I had when I was your age. Yeah. The absolute asinine, dumbest, improbable, stupidest shit possible.
The dumbest.
It could never, ever happen. It will happen, and it happened to me.
Oh, yeah, because when the cop asked for my ID when he got here, he's like, I was like, crackhead stole it a couple of weeks ago, still waiting on it. He's like, so somebody broke in your truck too? I was like, yeah, how do you think it crawled through the back window? They already broke it. Easy.
And the cop, the young sheriff deputy was good as could be from what I understand. I wasn't here. Like I said, I went to see if I could see where the guy got out because I was going to call the Middletown police and let them know where he was at and stuff so they could pick him up.
Oh, yeah. So everybody needs changing something.
Yeah.
Straight.
But this you cannot make this shit up. This really happened. This is like living.
Gold.
Well, this is living around the Lynches, I think.
Oh yeah, life at the Lynches, baby. It should be a TV series around here.
Hey, Michelle, how you doing? But it happens to you when you're not around me too.
Oh yeah. Oh
it's just,
yeah.
You're just one of those people that it like I said, you can win the lottery twice in your lifetime before you have a better chance of hitting the lottery twice in your lifetime before you break your penis. I can't win the lottery, but I broke my dick.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly.
You get your trucks on right out in broad daylight in the front yard of my house, right?
5 PM on
good Sunday. And have to run him down in another guy's car, jump out of the car, jump in the back of the truck, and fight the guy to get your truck back.
Oh yeah, I should have just been at church.
Michelle, send it away. we're not scared.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God.
Can it hurt or can it embarrass? I hope somebody now. We haven't been on a couple of weeks, and maybe that's what it might be involved because I haven't forgot, Levi. You said for a case of Little Kings that if I found it and somebody sent it, you would wear a nurse's costume.
Yeah, I will.
Okay,
right
the little skirt and all that and a little hat.
Right yeah, okay, just let me do some more sit-ups for a hop in that. My gut will be hanging out.
My gut always hangs out. I'm an old fat man. What I tell you earlier, man, as long as it's a Dunlap and not a Dickie Doo, we're good. Any other questions for us? We will answer anything. Life's questions about us, questions about you, questions about relationships. Here's your good handyman. That's what he does. He does drywalling and all that kind of stuff. Yep. Talk to him. He's done flooring. You built cabinets and bars. You've done ceilings. So if we don't know the answer, we'll still give you one. But
Yeah, but it's your job to fact check it.
forget the skirt. Woo.
No way, that's part of the outfit.
Yeah, but I'm afraid your butt cheek's gonna hang out.
It don't matter. I'm sitting behind this thing.
No, you have to pirouette.
Oh, I will. Don't worry.
Yeah, scrubs nowadays. They don't have it. Yeah, but I know at Halloween they have those little naughty nurse costumes because I look for one. I mean, for somebody.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I hope they send you like a size, I don't know, 2.
That'd be. I don't even know what that. Yeah, I'd wear it still. It don't matter.
Oh, you're gonna have to squeeze in it.
That's fine.
If I got into it, it looked like Fat Man and Little.
Tommy boy.
Yeah, it made Tommy Boy look good. So, any other questions about Levi and his truck? And
Hold on, we do got one about. I do drywall with no sanding. Are you that good at it? You kind of gotta sand it to get. Well, I do finish work, so you gotta sand it to get the finish work in. Which it's.
wait a minute, you can do the drywall and get it smooth and do the finishing without having to sand it all.
Me? Yeah, I can, but it just looks better if you sand it.
Oh, new challenge. What happens if we get an Elvira costume?
What?
Elvira.
See, I'm young, guys. What is? I can't even read that. Elvira.
Elvira.
Look
oh
that
my
up.
God.
Look it up.
Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Still drawing a blank.
Oh my God.
Let's look it up.
Oh my God, young man. Who are you? You apparently you don't watch a lot of horror movies.
Me, I do, just new ones, not from the
Oh.
90s and 80s.
Oh God, you're hurting me.
Oh man, I would feel upset if I wore that. She'd probably get pissed at me. She's a good looking old broad.
She's a good looking old broad.
Yeah,
There's Elvira.
Oh yeah.
Get an Elvira costume for you.
We'd have to make the chest just a tad smaller. But
We'll stuff it.
yeah, we'll
Whack-
stuff her.
We'll act like it's your underwear. We'll stuff it.
Yep. Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Shut up, Jay.
Oh, I ain't mad. It's funny.
Oh my God, I can't believe you never heard of Elvira. What is wrong with you?
I'm not too sure. We're still figuring that out.
Oh my God. And this is what she looks like without her makeup, without doing all the costumes and all that. She is still a very, very attractive lady.
Hell yeah.
But that's when she's not all dolled up in the Elvira costume. She used to host all kinds of horror movies and horror programming and stuff. And it's absolutely wonderful.
Michelle thinks she's hot.
She is.
Yeah, she's good looking.
Elvira's hot.
I've always wondered, people making the actual horror movies are actually scared to watch the movies that they're in. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know about that. I know.
Like The Exorcist, like that little girl. I wonder if she was ever like too scared to even watch the movie.
The kid that made Chucky, I've met him.
Really?
And I've met him a few times.
Midget?
No.
Oh.
He's grown up now, Tommy. He became an adult.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My common sense, I left it out in the hall.
Oh, yeah. There you go. She's almost 70 and looks like that still.
Jeez, dude. That's like Jennifer Aniston. Hell, she's 50-something. Still looks like she's in her 40s. Hell, she looks young.
She is. She is the scare queen. The scare queen, without a doubt, in my book. Uh-oh. Yep, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. She is one of the absolute top, in my opinion. But yeah, the guy that did Chucky, he had nightmares and stuff about it for years after that.
That's crazy.
Absolutely. He wrote a book about it and everything else. I've met him at several paranormal horror conventions. Great guy. Absolutely phenomenal young man.
Yeah.
But it mucked with him for years.
That's
It
crazy.
messed him up for quite a while.
That would suck.
So
Making millions of being scared of your own movies.
look what I sent you a messenger.
Oh.
Here we are. We're looking.
Let's check it. If this ain't PG, I can't see it.
Uh-oh. It's a little video on YouTube.
Oh, boy. Big Bubba Pro. What does that say? Car horn gunshot. Oh, this ought to be great.
Oh, that's hysterical. We'll have to play the video for you guys. We can do that. We can do that now.
Can we really?
Yes. All I have to do is
Click that
crap.
replay button. On the
Huh?
bottom, replay button on the bottom left. Yeah, see?
Hold on.
I can't hear it, though.
I need to pause it.
Oh, you have it turned off.
I need to pause it. I need to bring it up over here. You guys, here, see if we can't get full screen over here.
Yeah, there we go.
I changed the noise so it doesn't honk anymore. It makes gunshots. People get out of the way way faster.
Oh, man.
That is hysterical. That is absolutely hysterical.
That's pretty damn good.
Okay, I'm gone, y'all. Are so funny to talk to you later. Come back every week. There's gonna be some weeks that we miss because the way we got to work and stuff.
Yeah.
But come back. We definitely want to have you back and have a lot of fun. And please bring questions. We're here to answer some questions. We will answer just about anything.
Oh,
Actually, we're going to answer everything. It's just a matter of how good the answer will be.
Right.
We can't promise anything, man. We can't promise you anything at all. There we go. Let's click this back over. So, other than your truck being stolen, since the last time we talked 2 weeks ago, something else happened in between.
I went on vacation.
You have had a little bit of adventure with the that too with the water ski, jet ski.
Yeah, I crashed her. Yeah. Hey, 3-year warranty, baby. You got to use it at some point. And it needed no oil change.
3-year warranty, and hadn't even had his first oil change yet, and you already crashed it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He told me to test the limits, and I tested her. Mm-hmm.
Would I give you my brand new jet ski and tell you to test the limits? Probably not, because I know your limits are about like mine.
Yeah. Well, he didn't know that yet. Then once I sent it on them barge wakes, man, he was like, "Okay, you're done." I was like, "You told me."
But when you hit the barge wake, did you kind of go up flying a little bit? Did you get up in the air? Did you jump them?
Oh, I was at least 20 feet in the air.
On a jet ski.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
it was a 1100 Yamaha.
Yamaha.
Yeah, Yamaha. And yeah, 4-cylinder, man. That thing went 50 on the water.
Did you land well?
No, not at all. Actually. Not at all. Misjudged. Well, the thing is, when you're in the air, the wakes don't stop. They keep going. So you're like, shit. So yeah, then you pencil dive in it, and your legs get caught on the handlebars, and you get all screwed up. Land on a log, bust your elbow. Yeah, the Ohio River is not forgiving. Stole my damn Oakleys last weekend, and my good Carhartt hat. I was upset.
So, like, thank God, I'm 52 and not 21 like you, because one of us would be dead.
Oh yeah, it was grand.
Because I was sitting there watching. Oh man, what was I was the other day? Oh, how many broken bones have you had, Levi?
How many times have I broken this? I've broken my nose like 5 times. And other than that, I've sprained some stuff and broke my hand at least 6. So I've broken every finger. That is.
I've broken every finger at least 3 or 4 times.
But other than that, big bones, no. My mom always tells me I'm thick-boned or just smart enough not to break them.
I've not broken major bones either. Yeah, I broke all my fingers and toes at least 3 times each. Some of them broke several times over that.
Yep.
Amputated the end of 2 of them. One on a table saw, one on a machine at work.
I'm smart enough to get those out of the way when we're running table saw.
I'm gonna go bake a cake. We want cake.
Yeah.
We like cake.
Yeah, we do.
But not ice cream. Levi don't do ice cream.
Makes me sick.
He can't handle. He can drink milk, but he can't eat ice cream.
Yeah, I don't know. Why
but what kind of cake? Don't say chocolate cake.
Yeah. If it's chocolate cake, you're in for
If it's chocolate cake, we may have to end the show right now and head to your house.
Yep.
It better be baked and have it iced by the time we get there. Fat man, throw down some cake.
Oh, hell yeah.
Don't tease a fat man with cake.
Yep.
So when you broke your nose, you said I broke my nose.
Yeah,
you didn't have any assistance with it?
The last 4 times, no. The first time was my mother's fault.
Oh,
Carrie,
you blame your mom for breaking your nose?
Yeah, it was her fault. I was the first time I broke my nose, I was 9 months old, starting to walk, and she didn't know. Well, it's not really her fault.
No, but you like to blame her.
Yes,
because you're a jackass.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I was going for a leg, and next thing you know, man, she just heard me face plant behind her, and from 9 months on to now, it's been broken. So I just thought I was born with a broke nose until she told me a story, and I was about 15. She was like, "No, you didn't when you're about 9 months." I'm like, "You didn't go get it fixed?" She was like, "No, it's not a big deal." I'm like, well, all
That's
right.
not a bad looking nose.
No, it gets her done. I can still sniff and smell. Yeah. No, other than that.
I just don't want to know where that nose has been.
Yep. You know.
What?
Yep. Anyways, the other times it's been on poles, like basketball poles. Like I'd be running for a football on the basketball court. I don't know why we were playing there, but I was in the 4th grade, and my teacher watched me smack a pole with my face, and it was broke the other way. And she was like, "You broke your nose." I was like, "I know." She was like, "No, the other way." I'm like, "Well, it'll be all right."
So it straightened it out.
Oh no. Did not straighten it out at all. It sent it complete 90-degree angle the opposite way. She's like, "Does it hurt?" I'm like, "There's no feeling in it." Like,
I smashed my face into a pole and it broke my nose, and you want to ask me, does it hurt? No, my nose is fine, but my forehead hurts like a bitch.
Yeah. I had a big red mark up my face. I was like, "What happened at you at school?" I was like, playground got me this time around.
I broke my nose when I got flipped out of a Jeep.
No seatbelts, I'm guessing, back
Yeah,
then.
and there was no seatbelts in the Jeep and stuff. We were 4-wheeling.
Yeah.
And I was in the back seat, and we jumped this hill.
Yeah.
And when it come back down, it kicked the back end up.
Oh yeah.
Well, of course, I had no seatbelt, so I went flying out. And as I went flying out, my head hit the roll bar all the way down my face, and my eyes swelled shut. It was all this was swelled up completely for like 3 days. I couldn't sleep. Had to go get all kinds of X-ray stuff. They wouldn't allow me. Now your whole face is swelled up. Your eyes are swelled shut. You can't open your eyes whatsoever, and they wouldn't allow me to sleep. So every few minutes, my mom or my dad's going, Jake. So for about 3 days, I'm in pain. I'm hurting like hell. And our doctor back then was a wonderful man, wonderful doctor. He was an old Jewish doctor, and he didn't believe in pain meds. So the only thing I got was over-the-counter aspirin.
Ibuprofen.
No,
Tylenol.
Aspirin.
Wow.
Aspirin. I've got a major concussion, and I'm getting aspirin.
That's the best.
And not allowed to sleep, and I can't open my eyes because they're swelled shut from the impact.
Jesus.
But I went over top the roll bar then, and over top the windshield, and then slammed onto the hood and slid off to the side.
So you also put a dent in this man's hood.
Yes. I was about 13.
That's the best. That's probably why they were worried. If you'd been my age, I'd have been like, he'll be all right.
If I did it at my age now, like, he's dead.
Yeah, he's done for.
He's not surviving that.
We're writing him off.
Yeah, we just killed the old fucker. But yeah, and it was a hell of a good time. And it was probably about a month and a half, 2 months later, I was pretty much healed up and stuff. And I went jeeping. I went jeeping with him again.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't afraid. And then my buddy Tim, when I was younger, in my 20s and stuff, me and him were we were stupid. Let's just put it that way.
Were?
Oh God.
Or
we
still are.
No, I wouldn't do this now for nothing. We had
Okay.
we had rolled. We don't know how many times we rolled his Jeep, but then we got this Suzuki Samurai, and we went over here to the Miami Valley 4-wheelers little farm, and we rolled it end to end about 3 different times to try and climb this one hill.
Yeah.
And then we was on the side of a hill, and we rolled it this way out. We did that 3 or 4 different times.
Oh yeah. That's where I go is Miami Valley. That's a good place.
And then when I was 16, 17 years old, I had this beat up Chevette. I know you don't know those.
Chevettes?
Yeah. Well, junker cars.
Yeah, I know the old Chevettes.
Oh, God. I went through about 7 or 8 of those. I blew them all up.
A dime a dozen.
Yeah. I blew,
Exactly.
well, before I got that, I had a Chevelle that had a big 350 in it and stuff.
Yeah.
So then I got the little 4-cylinder Chevette, and I tried to drive it like it was a Chevelle. Well, they couldn't handle that, and they'd blow the motors. But this one was a beater. I would pay like $100 for it. I went to this party, and they passed the hat and said, if we pass the hat and get up to enough money, let's roll your car down the hill. Park it on the hillside. Yeah. Rock it until it rolls.
Push it, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I've only paid $100 for it. Give me $100 and we can roll that son-of-a-bitch. I said, I'll make it even better. They said, what's that? I said, give me $150 and
I'll sit in it.
I did. They got $150 and I got all the way down in this, loaded myself down as far as I could, hold on to the steering wheel and put my seatbelt on, and it rolled about 5 or 6 times. We finally got back on its wheels, and it started up, and I drove it home.
It started up. That's the best.
So that's what I'm saying. If you were around together when I was younger, one of us would end up dead.
Right.
I was a dumbass.
That's great.
I'm not too smart now, but y'all wonder why I walk so slow and walk so stiff. Now you know.
the old Chevette.
Well, and I wrecked 4 motorcycle wrecks I shouldn't have lived through, but I did.
Right.
I can't. No. I forgot. I forgot about flipping the quad and going over the handlebars. Teresa reminded me about that one because that was a concussion. I've had about 13 concussions in my lifetime.
I haven't had 13, but I've had enough to that I've quit counting. Yeah, football.
I don't count no more.
To you.
I quit
Football
counting.
do that to you, man.
Well, I don't have to count no more because I don't want to play no more.
Right? Yeah. I just lost count. I just said screw it.
And I forgot about I was riding a lawnmower one time. I was mowing the grass and I had bungee. I made a little platform in the back right behind the seat so I could bungee cord my cooler on there.
Oh yeah, for your drinks.
And I was mowing this hill and it got on the side of the hill and stuff, and the mower started rolling this way
with the blades on.
Oh yeah, and I was scared to death I was gonna get my arm cut off.
Well, yeah.
So I just wrapped my arms around the steering wheel and just held on like crazy, and I got beat the shit out of me. But it finally came to a stop, and I got off of it, and the blades all stopped and all that stuff. And I sat there for a little bit, and I picked up my beers, and I'd open one up, and it go, psh, blow up, because, just been rolling down the hill.
Yeah.
And I'd drink what was left, and I'd grab another one, and it'd blow up. And I sat there, and I finally rolled it over on its wheels and stuff. And I sat there for about another half an hour, cussing, bleeding and stuff. Teresa's like, what you do? I'm like, I rolled the lawnmower. I'll be fine, blah, blah, blah. And she went back in the house. I threw a couple beer cans at it and stuff, and finally I started cranking on it. So it started up, so I started mowing again.
Oh, yeah. That's all you can do. Can't leave your job half done.
Still bleeding. Still drinking beer.
That's awesome.
I had taken. Remember the old? I know you probably don't remember. Used to they had these can holders and like cup holders that you would stick on your door. They were round. They kind of had a little bottom to them, and then they had like a little come all the way across. They had a little thing came up like this, and you would stick it on your door, and it'd stick down your window. And they would hold on your door.
No, but that'd be sweet.
Yeah, they used to have them all the time. They had them everywhere. And and I had those screwed to the side of my deck on the hood of my lawnmower, so that way we could hold my beer while I was driving and stuff. And
oh yeah.
Let's see what Jamie
only drink at stop signs.
I was 16. Me and my friend had this 2X my size rolled a Gremlin 4X. Oh man, drove it 6 miles home with 3. Well. It's got the window top smashed in. Now, see, the Gremlins were cool. I like Gremlins.
I don't even remember Gremlins. I'm sure I've seen.
You're way too young for that. Way too young for that. It was AMC. They've been gone for a long time.
AMC.
American Motor Corporation.
Okay, I know that company. Yes.
Okay.
They
made Gremlins, and they were cool. They made Vegas. They also made one called a Pacer. A Pacer was a Gremlin, except for instead of being all squared off like a Gremlin was, it had rounded. Yeah, it was rounded off, and it had a lot of glass to it.
Yeah,
but they were.
That's not good.
AMC Hornet. My buddy had an AMC Hornet. It was a little station wagon, and senior in high school. Yeah, we always drove back and forth to school together and stuff, and we didn't want to wait in this long line of traffic and stuff. We went shooting down the road. Because we was making a left-hand turn. We didn't wait on the traffic while people making the right up on the main drag. Yes, they're in Carlisle, so we're out there in Fairview.
Oh yeah.
Turn on the one that goes in front of the junior high.
Yeah.
So we're shooting up through there, man. And about the time I look over at him and ask him what he's going to do that night, he cuts that corner and whips it real hard, and the door goes whoo, and about 40 miles an hour I went across the ground, Superman across the concrete and the asphalt and stuff. Then I started flipping and rolling, like hitting my back on the stop sign until I come to a stop. Jumped up, trying to look cool and run to the car. I jumped up, trying to jump in the car. We go back to his mom and dad's house because we always hung out in his basement and shit. His mom and dad worked late. I'm down in his mom and dad's basement in the shower down there with a scrub brush, scrubbing the glass and rocks and stuff out of my arms because I didn't want to tell my mom and dad what happened because I knew we'd get in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
And we was afraid of infection. So after I get all this stuff scrubbed out, now mind you, road rash all my arms and shit, my chest, my legs. We get it all scrubbed out and stuff. We think we got it all cleaned up. He's like, dude, we don't want this to get infected. We'll get in trouble. I'm like, well, what are we going to do? He's like, I got some rubbing alcohol.
Oh,
I come unglued. That hurt so damn. That hurt worse than the road rash.
Oh yeah, yeah. Cleaning it out's the worst part.
And we couldn't find a regular scrub brush, so we got one like you would use in the kitchen. Those little triangular ones, with big handles. So
yeah, like the wool brushes. Oh my god, it's a second. That's basically road rash all over.
God bless it. That's one we're not doing.
Yeah, that ain't fun.
That's what I'm talking about. Your generation comes along, and you guys, or at least around here, you guys are doing some of the same shit that we did back in the 70s and 80s and stuff like that. The generation between your generation and my generation, actually there's 2 generations in there, they kind of lost it, man.
Oh, yeah. They were I don't know what happened, and I don't ask.
Participation trophies, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. We didn't get those. Our coaches never bought
And
participation
it's not. I've got to say this, and I normally don't do this. As a child, it's not the kid's fault. It's not the kid's fault that the parent raises them that way as a child. Once they become adult and they continue to act like that, that is their fault.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You have a choice. You have a chance to make a choice and decision to change the way you are or accept the way you are and stay that way. And if you choose to stay that way, that is your fault. I hate when people's like, well, it's not my fault. My dad didn't hug me once when I was 12. So that's why I hacked up 47 people with an axe. No, you're a piece of shit. It's not your dad's fault. You're a piece of shit.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Quit blaming everybody else. And we got a couple generations in there that went that whole route. But you got to remember, man, with being Generation X, man, I had to put up with the baby boomers and the world's greatest generation.
What is that?
Those World War II people.
Oh, well,
The
yeah.
people that survived and went to World War II and the Great Depression and shit like that.
Yeah.
Man, I remember when my grandmother passed away, we took like 15 big giant green garbage bags of Cool Whip and butter dishes and shit like that out of the basement because she lived through the Depression. You never know when you might need that.
Oh,
Someday the stock market crash again, you'll wish that you had that.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie, Levi's generations are sissies. No, I'm not going to say that, man. He's a tough little peckerhead.
Some of us are sissies. Most are sissies. Yes, I do agree with that.
He's a tough little peckerhead.
99.9% of them are.
But you know what? That's in every generation. There's a lot of people in my generation, and that's probably why I did what I did. I used to, anybody I saw picking on, bullying on somebody, and I still do it today, I call them out. I go after them.
Yeah, you got to.
Because 99.9% of them are just that. They got the mouth.
Oh, yeah.
And if that other person backs down, then they're like, oh, yeah. But as soon as they get somebody willing to stand and go, yeah, fuck you.
Yep.
They're like, what? What?
What?
I'll kick your ass. Okay.
Yeah,
What? Let's do it.
Yeah, come on.
You might win, you might lose, but let's get on it. And they never step up.
No, not usually.
If they have somebody that's willing to step up, they never. I've never had any of them step up.
I don't give them an option. It's just step up or you're gonna get stepped on.
No, I give them the option. I'm like, well, I don't.
Not with the. Like, there's a kid I went to school with that was a bully, and he'd always pick on
Chris
kids.
Hunningham, 1986 Rules of Fighting Generation. I graduated that young man right there, and we did quite a bit of roughhousing back in those days.
That's
the
awesome.
80s. The 80s were rough, man. I'm not kidding. And
wasn't that the HIV epidemic, pandemic, or whatever?
No, we were too young for that shit. We were still in high school, man.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
It came along later on in the 80s and the early 90s. Really
okay, that's what I was thinking.
But yeah, it started coming on in the 80s. But it wasn't something.
Off topic. That's the only thing I know about the 80s is
oh
HIV.
My god, dude!
Well, I was a big sports enthusiast, and they all got it. So
not all of them.
Not all of them, but most of them. They got the HIV.
No,
AIDS,
they didn't. It wasn't that many of them that got it.
Gonorrhea, syphilis. They all got that. Yeah, that's why that shit's coming back now.
It's not coming. No. It was pretty much under control. If it's coming back, it's because your generation and some other couple of generations are being little peckerheads, not doing what they were told to do. Well, free sex, free love. Let's do this. It's all good.
Free love.
It's all good. We don't have to wear a condom. We don't have to think about it.
You got to bag it before you tag it. Come on now. Oh yeah.
There's women in here. There's so many things I would say.
Did you guys? Did you guys ever fight each other to see who's the best fighter or no?
Some people did. We used to go to our friend James Alexander's house, and
like
his dad had bought us boxing gloves. And
stuff. Boxing.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, we would.
Not
we would
like
box
bare
it
knuckle
out.
boxing.
No,
I mean, just
but,
like boxing for friends. You know,
but,
that's good. That's good fun, right?
But
there.
like Chris, man, we and him never fought. But I know that our generation, me and Donnie Green threw down when we first met and stuff. We hated each other for a while. And we finally had it out and had a big fight and shit. And it wasn't too long after that we actually became good friends.
Yeah, that's how it usually goes. It's super weird.
And I'd say just about everybody I had a confrontation with, I became friends with. And I didn't really fight anybody from my school. Most of the people and Donnie had moved into the school. But most people that in Carlisle, where I grew up at, hell, they were there from kindergarten all the way through high school. We were always there. And hell, I knew them much as I knew my family. I was around them more than my family a lot of times.
Yeah.
So it was all good. It was. I mean, you had disagreements and shit. You made fun of each other. You picked on each other, but nobody really took it to heart.
Yeah, everybody takes it to heart in my generation. It's kind of funny.
No, not all of them, but there's a lot of them that do. It's like I said, as far as I'm concerned, Generation X was the last tough ass generation as it looks right now. There's nothing but a bunch of people that, and it's sad that It's not. It's really not that way. The bad part about it is they're portraying these generations to look that way because that's what the media wants to put out there because that's the image they want them to have.
Yeah.
See, Generation X. You know why we got the name Generation X?
No, I have no idea.
Because we were supposed to be the first generation to fail. Every generation before us had always surpassed what their parents had done. Like if my dad made, his dad only made 50 cents an hour when he worked. My dad made $255 an hour. Then the next generation made almost double that.
Yeah.
We were supposed to be the first generation that we were actually supposed to not succeed what the generation before us has had. Okay. And they wrote us off. We were going to be the first generation as losers. So when you grew up the whole time that you're telling that your generation is never going to amount to anything, that you're not going to be that you're going to be the first generation to be pretty much a failure. You're not going to succeed and surpass what the generations before you had done. You're going to be the one that stalls it out or takes a step backwards. So you kind of get an attitude about it.
Oh, well, hell yeah.
And then you also remember that we grew up through the height and the end of the Cold War. With all the time, every time we turn around, Korea's going to bomb us. Japan's coming back to fight us. China's going to come over and invade us. Cuba's going to send over some missiles. Russia's getting ready to bomb us. And we grew up right beside Monsanto Mound where they had all that nuclear testing going, which they said they didn't do it, and right Pat Air Force. So we knew that if something happened, especially in the Miami Valley here, we were vaporized.
Oh, yeah.
So why give a fuck?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Why worry about it?
Yep.
Why get into all this other shit and all this bullshit when, you're a loser. You're not going to succeed. You're going to be the first ones that doesn't succeed. And we proved them wrong. Way surpassed what way surpassed what my dad and them did and stuff in their generation as far as housing and everything else and hourly salary and benefits and blah, blah, blah. So the whole time you're going up, you're told that you're not going to succeed. You're not going to have this. You're not going to be able to do that. This isn't going to be gone. You guys are going to be the first big losers. And plus, at any moment, somebody's going to get pissed off and push a fucking button and you're all dead anyway.
Yeah.
You grew up with the attitude that we have. Fuck it. Let's do it.
Yep.
We could be dead tomorrow.
Yep.
Hell, we could be dead in 10 minutes.
Yep. You never know.
So why not do it?
Well, hell yeah.
So I think that's exactly why my Generation Nexus got such prolific attitude about life and everything and to live it to its fullest because we were always told that we weren't going to be around to live it anyway.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
So what the fuck? Have fun.
Oh, yeah.
By God, throw caution to the wind, do it.
Yep.
Or you could get hurt, or you could fucking have a kick-ass story to tell later.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's pretty.
And that's like I always make fun of it. It's like every other generation says, "Yeah, I've been there, done that. I stuck around for the T-shirt." And I was like, Generation X is like, "Pussy, we stayed for the scars."
Right. Yeah.
You guys stopped at T-shirts, and we got scars. Your T-shirt will fade, shrink, tear, and all that other shit. Our scars are forever, bitches.
Yep. I'm last year Gen X. I'm broke as shit.
Yeah, but Levi, you got about what? 7 kids?
What?
No, he's got a big family.
Siblings? Yeah.
No, he's got 4 or 5 kids of his own, him and his wife and stuff. He's got several kids. And stuff.
I thought you were talking about me.
No,
like,
Levi Anthony.
I was like, I do not have any kids.
No, Levi Anthony right here. He said, I'm the last year Generation X.
Hell of a name.
It's Levi's a good name, man. I had an uncle named Levi who, and a cousin of mine named Levi who just passed away last week from overdose.
Wow.
He'd been clean and sober for 3 years, and he got with some old friends.
Way to lighten the mood.
Well, it happens, and it's sad, but it happens. I'm not trying to lighten the mood at all. It is what it is. 5 kids. So with 5 kids, I don't give a shit who you are, man. You better be humping it. If you ain't got something, if you ain't a doctor, a lawyer, or something like that. 5 kids and a wife, we'll all stand broke, goddamn.
Oh yeah.
What do you think? You see most of them big sports stars and actors and all that stuff have them 5, 6, 12, 20 kids because they got them big ass salaries. So,
oh man,
are you playing with the ghost meter again?
Yeah, I'm seeing if there's one in here. See if you brought one back. From
Dude,
Manchester
it's only going to read EMF. It's not going to tell you whether there's a ghost here or not.
Well, then they should change the name of this because it is misleading.
No, because a lot of people think that you can associate EMF fields with supernatural activity and paranormal activity.
Well,
Chris he was humming it to have 5 kids. Yeah, yes, he was. Oh God, I'm about to get divorced though, so I'm fucked. Yes, you are. Call me, man. I'll get you drunk. I'll buy the beer. That's about all I can do, man, is hang out with you and buy you beer. 5 kids and getting divorced. Damn.
I don't know. Well, that was
hopefully they're getting close to being out of the child support age.
Hopefully.
If not, but you know what? He's a good guy, and he's going to take care of his youngins.
Oh,
And
I'm sure.
there's the majority of guys are out there, and that's something we got in a topic about the other day. I got in a discussion with somebody, and it's because I saw a thing on TikTok. Yes, I'm checking out TikTok. No, I'm not putting out videos yet, but I'm going to. Hey, Lindsay Lovell Bannon, how you doing? Wonderful lady, does weird weekends. Her and Donnie Irving, they do some great events and stuff. You guys go check them out. Had a great time with them down at Sweet Springs Sanatorium. You should have went.
Shouldn't have.
Yes, Levi has never been investigating and really wants to, but doesn't want to because that shit really freaks him the fuck out.
Yeah, my mom's always told me, you're going to take that shit home with you one day. It's going to follow you and fuck with you the rest of your life.
What if I put snuck one of these Ouija boards in your truck?
I'd probably be pissed at you.
Now you make me want to do it.
I hate Ouija boards.
Why do you hate Ouija boards?
Because the movies portray them as like, if you don't close the portal, they'll all gonna
The porter?
the portal. Sorry, the portal. They're all gonna come in and tear up your house, and destroy shit.
So you're basing your fear of an inanimate object over a movie?
Oh, not a movie. Many movies.
But it's still just a movie, and it's a prop in a movie,
Yeah.
and it's a line of shit.
Well, I don't know that because I don't like ghosts, and I don't look into it. I just take the word and don't fuck with it.
But you're going to go with me sometime.
Oh yeah, for sure. But
Oh.
I'm not looking forward to it. Not looking forward to it at all. What is this? Oh,
This is that cup holder, and they still sell them.
No way.
You could see right there. You could hook them on your door, man. It's hung right there on your door. Here we go. We'll put it up here where everybody else can see what we're talking about. We were talking about these cup holders that you used to be able to get back in the day, and I didn't think they made them anymore.
Who shit you that?
Those are some badass things, man. You can get them
How
on
much
Wish.
It's $1?
It's $1,
Wow.
and you hung them on your door.
Put
and
my Cokes in
Yeah,
that.
you put your Coke in there. Your soda.
My soda
Your
pop.
soda pop. Wow.
Soda pop.
Damn. But yeah, those were the things, man. They were great. I mean, absolutely great back in the. And I didn't know you could still get them.
I don't
Jamie
know.
Emery sent that to me.
Who?
Jamie Emery, my buddy, it's out in Illinois. But yeah, they were great, man. And I'd taken the part that hooked in the door and broke it off, and the part that stuck up, I screwed it with sheet metal screws in the side
Oh
of my
yeah.
side of my lawnmower. That way, I could
Yeah.
sit my beer, have my koozie in there, and I could sit my beer in there while I was riding around mowing the grass because
Stay cool.
we had 5 acres of grass to mow and only had a 38-inch mower, so it took a while.
Oh my god.
Dude, it was great because nobody bothered me. I put on my headset, fill my cooler full of beer. Every time I had to stop, reach back here and I grab a beer out, and I always put the empties on this side. So there's always full ones over here,
Oh yeah.
empties over here.
Yep.
And I just kept cruising. And then I found out that I didn't have enough beer in the cooler, so I started carrying a trash bag with me, so that way I could just on the
Shifter.
height, no, the level height
Yeah.
of the lawnmower. I hooked a trash bag to it, and that way, but used a bunch of cord to keep holding it open, so that way I could put more beer in the back, and I just throw my empty cans.
Drink
right
one
there.
and replace it.
Oh yeah, just keep cruising and then I'd get pissed the next day. I'd look at the yard and go, God bless, who the hell mowed that? A blind guy? Ray Charles mowed that son of a bitch? There's not a straight line in that son of a bitch.
Ray Charles. Comparing Ray Charles to your
Stop it.
drunken mowing. What
He
a
probably
guy.
could have done a better job. He probably had straighter lines.
Oh yeah, no shit. Poor blind bastard playing the piano. I can't even play the piano, and I can see perfect.
I can't play anything.
I can play with my guitars.
I can't play any instrument.
I can play "Smoke on the Water," the first chord.
The first chord.
Other than that, I'm out.
I am musically untalented. I took guitar lessons for 4 or 5 years. My mom and dad paid for them, man. Tried to teach me how to read music or anything else. And to this day, it still looks like Chinese to me. I cannot read it. Couldn't play shit. It's like when I tried to play golf. You ever play golf?
With a baseball bat.
Well, I actually tried for 2 years playing golf. My uncle told me we was playing over here at Franklin.
Yeah.
And we went back to about the 6th hole. We needed more beer. Imagine that. So we went back to the clubhouse to get some beer. We sat there and drank about 5 or 6 more. And we was talking. He said, someone give you the best advice I can give you. I said, what's that? He goes, you're the only son of a bitch I ever met in my life that the more you play, the worse you get. You need to just fucking quit.
Yeah, I'm not.
So
I can't even tee off.
they went out and spent about 3 more rounds, played the last 3 holes because they only play 9 holes.
Yeah,
I stayed in the
9 holes.
clubhouse. And they come back, join me in the clubhouse for some more beers. And when we left, I left my clubs in the rack out by the clubhouse and never went back and picked them up.
Yeah, I wouldn't pick.
I'm done.
I'm better at hitting a golf ball with a baseball bat anyway.
Well, see, when I was younger, my dad would teach us how to shoot the 22 open sights.
Yeah.
He would throw them out there as far as he could, and then we had to sit there and keep finding it get in position and shoot it and see how far it went and refine it, reposition, and shoot it again. That's how he taught us how to get more precise with shooting. And we'd have to do it from lane position.
Balls?
Yeah, shoot golf balls out in the tall grass. First, you have to locate it.
Oh yeah.
You can't just walk up on it. You have to locate. You have to stay and go with a parallel line to wherever you think it's at.
Yeah.
Spot it, shoot it, and then of course it's going to move. So now you have to re-spot it again, find and shoot it, and see how many times you can actually keep finding it. That's how we learned how to really to shoot better.
Oh, we just
Try to find that little fucking golf ball
we
way
just
out there.
threw my dad's empty beer cans out in the grass, set them down.
Beer can, golf ball.
Yeah, I know. That's why I shoot in the pattern this big and not this big.
I don't shoot in a pattern this big anymore.
What is that?
That's a whole different topic we'll talk about later. That's something I cannot put on Facebook.
Yep, but that is good shit.
But yeah, that's anymore. I have to use a shotgun to shoot a good pattern nowadays.
Yep, bird shot.
So anybody got any questions for us at all before we get out of here? Because we're coming down to about 10 minutes left in the show. We've had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. We told you a lot more about us. You know more about the stupid shit that we say and do. But we are here to try to answer your questions. Levi is he's a general contractor.
Yeah.
So he will answer your questions on those things. He's also the stud muffins. Will answer all your relationship problems.
Just about strippers. All they want your money. Gotta love them.
Don't you love the guys that sit there and say, "Man, no, really, she's into me, dude."
She's not.
We're dating. Well, so you met her outside there? No. She's always working. I always got to meet her there.
Well, then that's not a date.
But no. She's really, man. She's into me.
God, I was with a stripper one time. That was the best time of my life.
For the whole song.
Yep. The whole 3.5 minutes. And she took my $150 and walked out.
What?
No, that is what they charge now for a lap dance, $150. Yeah, that's why you date them and get them for free. Yeah, dude.
Hey, Robin, how you doing?
Yeah, hey, Robin.
No wonder why I don't go to those kind of places. I'm a cheap bastard.
$150. You're like, God, Dad.
What?
Yeah, and you can't even touch them. You gotta hands are you gotta put them like this. And
this is not a good topic.
Yeah, then they walk out. You're like, this is bullshit.
What?
Yeah, after the song, they just walk out. No even kudos, kiss on the cheek or nothing. They just walk out their money happy and satisfied.
So they start singing, "Oh, take the money and run."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Take the money and run. I know the full effects of that. And drive it like you stole it.
What's up, JS? How you doing?
First time messenger.
First time massager.
Yep.
So he just spent the weekend over at Rhodes Hotel, and I wish I could have made it. We had so much stuff going on, had union contract negotiations and things like that. Because believe it or not, I do that stuff. I'm vice president of our local union, and I help with all that stuff. But they were over there, and they had a bunch of people help get windows for the place. It's a historical location.
Yeah.
It's also owned by the Lost Limbs Foundation. So Lost Limbs Foundation.
Lost limbs?
Limbs. It's for pediatric amputees.
Like veterans?
No, pediatric children.
Oh, that are born without.
Not born, or they've had some kind of injury or illness or stuff like that and had to lose an arm, a leg, an eye, or something like that. They help out with that. And they work with the family. But anytime you book it to investigate, compared to investigating there, they will part of the money goes to help the kids.
I like that Levi guy. Oh my God.
See what Jamie said?
Oh yeah. Oh,
so he was over there helping put in windows in the thing, and I couldn't make it this weekend because I usually try to go over and help out whenever I can, but I couldn't make it. So they put all new windows into place, and it's gonna really brings up the ability of the place to stay open and do more things.
Yeah, it brings out the ghost.
Well, it's an amazing location. We used to stay there all the time.
So you spend the night there in the place?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Back when Gail Sanchez still owned it, me and Tracy used to go there and help out with events all the time. And we would always sleep in the room where the prostitute was murdered in.
Gotta love them prostitutes.
She was killed by her pimp who stayed in the room across the hall, but he was actually in love with her and he was jealous and he finally had a blind.
So a pimp was jealous of his prostitute. I could see why.
He was actually in love with her. He didn't want other men touching her, so he finally couldn't take anymore and got drunk one night and murdered her.
Why didn't he just murder her? I'm just gonna keep my nose out of that. I don't give a shit. Ain't my prostitute, ain't my problem.
Yeah, Jamie slept in that room. Every time we stayed in that room, I always said that if men stayed in that room, men would always complain about being touched and gripped and all that stuff. I went there.
Why would they complain?
Well, I went there, laid across the bed,
Yeah.
fully clothed, but laid across
Aw.
the bed, laid a $20 bill across my belt, and said, "Please don't be gentle."
Yeah. Please be as rough as you want.
Yeah, I dare you. I've been married for a long time.
Yeah. Never been smacked by ghosts.
But I also asked him if I'm in bed with my wife and something's going on, and all of a sudden the ghost prostitute joins in. Does that count as a threesome?
I mean, it depended on how you're looking at it.
Teresa's like, "You're a pervert and you're sick. I hate you."
Yeah.
So, like I said, folks, we will be back next week. We're getting ready to get off of here and stuff with this, but this is Ask Us. We're not here to talk about all this silly shit. We're actually here to answer any of your questions you have to ask us. We will do our absolute best. We'll give you the best absolute answer we can possibly give you, no matter what it is. We're trying to help you anybody out with projects or with do-it-yourself projects, carpentry, whatever, or relationships. We'll help you out with that.
Yeah,
Ask us, we dare
we're
you.
the best.
Ask us to see what we can say. God knows we'll give you the best answer we have or the best line of bullshit we can come up with.
Yep.
And there's a turd bird.
There's Gianna.
Yeah. There goes Hunter. Here comes Hunter. Oh, there goes Hunter.
Yep.
So with that said, though, we're gonna get the hell out of here. Levi, thanks, man. I do appreciate it. I had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs.
Yep. Good time.
We gotta start telling people about our dumbasses and start finding out more about them.
I know.
It's not
Right.
fair that we
It
always get to
happens,
talk
bro.
about us and
It happens.
talk about the dumb shit that we do
Hey,
and have done.
that's what we're here for.
Absolutely. If you guys don't want to make fun of each other, you can always make fun of us because we
Yep.
don't give a damn.
Yep. I ain't mad at all.
Nope. I'd say you hurt my feelings, but I only got one left, and apparently it's in Teresa's purse and something else is too, but I ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah. We ain't get time.
With that said, y'all have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Don't forget tomorrow night, the TNT show. Teresa and Tina will be doing live readings at 8 p.m. on LEP Productions YouTube page and also on Teresa's Facebook page. And then, of course, Stirring the Pot will be following with Jason, Joe, and myself. God knows what we're going to get into tonight because there's so many things that we are all ready to talk about. So if you guys got something you want to talk about, come on in here and discuss it with us. Your opinion is always welcome and will always be respected, even if I don't like what you got to say. Y'all have a great night, and we'll talk to you next night.
Yep.